To work with this guy that doesn't file taxes. He never has and he never started. I asked him why. He said, if I don't file, they'll never know.
So if you never file your taxes, are you going to be completely off the grid? Will the IRS never come after you? Well, let me tell you what I know. Normally, if you're working a job, then the IRS already has the information on you. They know how much you make, especially if it's a W-2 or 1099. So the IRS is receiving that information versus what you file. So if you never file your tax return, what the IRS would first do is, based on the information they already have, they'll calculate to see whether you're due a refund or if you may owe money. If they see that you're due a refund, they really don't even care. They're not even going to send you any notice for unfiled returns because that's your loss. But on the other hand, if they do some calculations, they see that you were going to potentially owe money, then they're going to send you a letter saying you need to file your tax return. And if you don't file your tax return, they're going to file what's called a substitute tax return on your behalf. This won't happen until like 3, 4, 5 years later until the unfiled return. And for this reason, the IRS will generally go after higher income taxpayers. Let's say if you make over $400,000, they're certainly going to be looking at those unfiled returns. So say you worked a job or W-2 or 1099 and they saw on their records that you made over $400,000, you're definitely going to be getting a letter from the IRS. So the bottom line is IRS has ways to see whether you will owe money or if you're worth for them to go after, to see how much they will generate in unpaid taxes. And if they run their own calculations and they see that you're not a person worth going after, they won't generate enough money, they will not come after you even if you haven't filed. So sometimes if you don't file, you're losing out, because at the end of the day, the IRS only has a certain amount of agents they can assign cases to. So they cannot audit everyone, obviously, so they have to pick and choose.